Hey everyone, welcome to Watch It Played. My name is Rodney Smith, and this is
Pat McDonald, and we're here to continue our playthrough of Star Wars Legion.
We are, but I have to confess, I did trick you guys in the last episode. Little Jedi mind trick, perhaps. I said you'd be helping me choose the command card, and that was my intention. But then I realized, because of the camera angles that you were seeing, it probably was not easy to get a good sense of the measurements and ranges. So I thought I should probably make the decision for this round. And then, after I've screwed things up nicely, I'll get you guys to come dig me out of this after this round. Because the units would be a lot closer to each other, so the measurements would be less of an issue. It would be easier for you guys to sort of make those judgments. Speaking of judgments, I had a failed judgment in the last one because I used my ion troopers when I attacked the speeders.
Yep.
And this is actually an exhaustible effect. And someone pointed that out in the comments. Thank you very much. So this is actually exhausted. Until I do a rest action with this unit, I won't be able to fire that weapon.
That's just according to my plan that I didn't know I had.
You didn't know you had.
Hey, tap it!
Oh, yes. I put it back upright. Okay, there we go. And boom.
Okay, good.
There we go. Boy. All right,
My speeder feels safe now.
It should. It's so far away, and my aim, these guys won't hit them, I'm sure. We'll see. I did pick my command card. What about you?
Oh, well, now that you've picked... No, I picked mine as well. I am ambushing because I want to go first.
Oh, you have the 1 pip. So I have assault, which is 3 pips. But mine is going to allow me to assign orders to 3 units. We've actually already assigned these in advance. We can just jump into the fight.
Yeah, and I only get to assign to 1, which I did.
Which one? Oh, yes, of course, the ATST.
The ATST.
And that's going to activate first,
yes,
I'm guessing.
So he's going to lay some fire down, I think.
Well, I set things up a little differently. I assigned 3 orders, 1 to the airspeeder, 1 to the ATRT, and 1 to Luke. And that means everything in the random pile are my 3 troopers.
So I can anytime you random, you know exactly what you're doing. So there's no random to your side.
No, I can activate things.
On the other hand, I am completely random. This guy's going to activate, and then I have no idea what's going to happen for the rest of the round.
I like the sound of that. I like surprises happening to you and not to me. But I guess we're ready to begin, so that means you're going first.
I am. Let's jump in.
All right.
As I said, I'll be moving my ATST first, and there's a little tricky situation we have to talk about here because there's an objective token that I can't stand on top of, so...
You can't hide that, can you?
Yeah.
Make it very hard to measure range from it if it was underneath of that ATST.
Yeah, that's fair. So it's I'm going to be cutting it close, but I'm going to end up right about there.
All right, that looks good. I mean, it looks bad.
Yeah, it looks bad.
Bad for me, because you're within, let's see, you've got your front arc going out this way, which is touching this unit here, as well as this unit here.
And I'll definitely be attacking, and this time it's going to be extra devastating, because I'm going to be using my general.
Yeah, he's got Arsenal 2, and what does that mean, Pep?
Well, we already used Arsenal 2 before, and that was that I got to attack with multiple weapons at the same time. But if I add another Arsenal 2, effects like this stack, so I now have Arsenal 4, and I have 4 weapons I can use.
Okay, so you're going to be able to fire all 4 of these, but once you use him, he will exhaust, and you won't be able to use him again until you rest.
And I really can't see this thing taking a rest, so I think this will be my only shot.
All right, so what weapons are you firing off here?
Against the closest rebel scum, I'll be using my main cannon, which does 2 of each type of dice for a total of 6. And I'll also be throwing in my concussion grenade launcher, which is an extra 2 black dice, and ignores cover. Not that they have any.
That's just overkill.
And against the troops that are a bit further back, I will be using my ATST mortar launcher again, because they're just barely in range 4. And I'll also be hitting that group with my twin blaster cannon.
Now, we had said that the Rebel Trooper unit didn't have cover, but actually it does. If you draw a line from the center of the base to all these models, 2 of them are being obscured by this mountain, just barely, but it doesn't matter, I'm afraid to say, because this grenade launcher has the blast keyword, which ignores cover.
And that's going to apply it to all of this attack.
That's right, and there's a lot of dice in this attack, Pep.
There are. I'm rolling 2 white, 2 red, and 4 black. I actually don't have enough dice.
Okay, so after your roll, we'll have to re-roll one of those black dice. I'll just roll them, Pep. Get this over with. Oh, brother.
That's 4 hits already, and I get to re-roll one of these black dice.
Oh, no. No more hits.
Oh, another hit!
This might be a good opportunity to talk about the impact keyword, because we did have a couple questions about that before. People were wondering why hits weren't converting to critical hits against troopers.
And we weren't converting those because troopers don't have armor, and impact just breaks through armor. Even my speeders don't have armor.
Right, so thankfully you're not getting the benefit of that. You're just getting the benefit of 5 hits right now. So I'm going to have to roll some defense and hope I can block these. So I'm going to be rolling 1 white die for every hit that Pep rolled. That's going to be 5 white dice. This is not a great die for me. Okay, this is a surge, and for my rebel troopers, they convert surges to blocks. So I've blocked 1 so far.
So only 4 hits, and you're rolling 2 more dice?
I have 2 more to go. I need to see some more shields. Okay, I got 1 more shield. I'd like to celebrate about that, but this is still going to destroy the majority of this unit. I have to assign damage first to non-leader units. So this entire group here has just disappeared behind the leader.
No, I didn't wipe them out.
No, you didn't, but it was very close.
Okay, he's there by himself. I think he needs a name now.
Well, I don't think there could be a more appropriate name than Han Solo.
Ugh.
Come on, I had to.
It's fair.
And he's got a suppression token here because you did roll at least 1 hit there. You rolled many hits. Thankfully, that ends that attack.
But I'm not done yet. This next attack is against these troopers back here.
And they just saw what happened to their other rebel trooper friends. So they're not very excited about this.
And this time I'm rolling 1 red, 1 black, and 4 white. I'm not thinking I'll wipe out this troop, but I'm hoping to do a little bit of damage.
All right, you got a crit, a hit, and a surge. This surge, though, can't be used by that unit, right?
Right. Only on defense dice. And I need to roll 1 more white die, so... Oh, I got Luke with that one!
Yes, thankfully that didn't cause him any damage.
What about suppression? Can I suppress him?
No suppression either. All right, well, the nice thing here is my unit is behind heavy cover, but the bad thing is it's only going to remove this 1 hit. The crit is not affected. Okay, a wound isn't for certain yet. I still get to roll my defense die, and these guys do benefit from surges. Hopefully oh, hey, look at that! I got a surge! So that is going to mean no wounds happen.
But you still get the suppression.
Right, I get 1 suppression token.
And an extra one because of the effect of my mortar launcher.
That's right, so 2 suppression. All right, is your ATST done now?
Pew, 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 pew! No more attacks, that's it.
Good.
You know what I really loved about that last turn? The general was a free action.
That's wonderful, Pep. Are you done talking about your ATST and your amazing general?
I am not.
I did think so.
I will flip the token. You can go ahead now.
Okay, now you're done. I can't blame you. That was a pretty good turn for you. I would like to have a good turn now myself. I'm going to activate my airspeeder.
Ooh.
That's my big unit here. And it has weapons both in the front and back.
What about the sides?
Not on the sides. I wish I could have equipped that. But I think what I'm going to have to do is come around this mountain, and I'm going to be helped by my compulsory move. This thing is zipping around the map, so I do have to move it first. This is the 3 movement tool. And I think my first movement, I'll go to right there.
Oh, so you could shoot at both my troopers at this point.
I could, but I think I'm going to use my next action to move again.
Oh,
right?
So you can shoot at other troopers.
Yeah, well, the ATST has been a little thorn in my side. Maybe that's what needs to get.
You don't want to attack it from the back. It's got extra armor back there. Okay, so
the opposite is true, as I recall.
Yeah.
Don't you have a weakness in the back?
I do. He has a weakness. His weak point is his rear, and you're going to get an extra impact 1 against him. And I think you already have what, impact 3?
Yes, I do.
So that's impact 4.
Okay.
4 of your dice will become crits.
Well, okay. Let me assign some dice pools here, and then we can start rolling those results. So I figure I'll use my double laser cannon against the ATST and this ground buzzer against those stormtroopers that are directly behind me.
What's a ground buzzer?
Well, you're about to find out, Pep.
Ominous.
Here comes 4 black dice.
That's only 3.
That's true. I don't have 4 black dice. I gotta re-roll 1 of these. It's a surge, but a surge does not count as a hit for the airspeeder.
Perfect. So that's 2 hits then?
Only 2 hits, and you might be able to block them.
Possibly. I do roll red dice for defense, and those are pretty good. Oh, there they are.
So, Pep, what does my ground buzzer do? Nothing, apparently. But it does give you some suppression. Now, your ATST has armor, and that means that only critical hits can count as potential wounds. And because I'm firing into your rear, I actually have impact 4, so I can convert up to 4 hits into criticals.
And there's those hits.
Wow, that's great. So all of these are going to convert into crits. So I'll just actually pull this out. So there's 5 criticals. This surge does nothing, but you do get to roll your defense dice.
And I'm rolling white defense dice, and my surges do convert to defenses.
All right.
That's only 1 defense so far, but I get 2 more rolls, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Oh!
Well, the airspeeder was able to get some work done there. I assigned 4 damage to the ATST, and vehicles don't receive suppression, so that'll end the activation of my airspeeder.
And in case anyone's curious, the ATST has 11 health.
So I still got a ways to go.
All right, it's back to me, and I have to activate randomly.
You do.
All right, and I got a trooper, so...
Not that random then. You've got like 3 options to pick from here.
I do. I think, though, I'm going to stick to thematics, and
Yes.
I'm going to actually activate these troopers, the ones that your speeder just flew over.
I didn't even graze them.
No, you didn't. They just felt the wind, but they decided to take a few shots.
Okay.
Yeah, before that happens, though, I do have to roll my suppression die.
Right.
And see if I am going to remove it. And I do. Yeah.
So suppression has been removed from that unit. And so that means you do get 2 activations here.
Yes, and the first one is going to be simple. I am actually going to put a dodge token on them because I don't want them to get shot at from over there.
That's probably going to happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other action?
I'm shooting at that speeder.
I figured.
So I've got 4 stormtroopers, and they're each using a blaster rifle, which is 4 white dice.
Well, the surge would turn to a hit.
But because you have armor, hits don't matter. I'd have to get crits.
So they're missing so far, but you should have been able to roll 4 dice, so you can roll one of those again.
I will. Let's see if I can... Oh, another hit.
But again, the armor will block that.
That's a lot of misses.
It was a lot of misses. I know how you feel, though. The airspeeder also had trouble hitting them. Maybe, I don't know, maybe someone's related to somebody in that airspeeder or in that stormtrooper group.
Maybe.
And they end up in this fight unwillingly against each other.
I'm thinking it might just be the stormtroopers' classic bad aim.
Yeah, living up to that.
Yeah. Although, funny enough, I don't know about bad aim. They have precise 1, so they get an extra reroll when
Yes.
they do an aim token. And they actually hit on a surge, too.
It's the white die.
It's the white die,
If the
yeah.
weapon's crappy, their aim is fine. They've been well trained. It's those mass-produced weapons of the Empire that are
Yeah.
just...
you fire, and it's always 2 inches to the left.
yeah, the scopes are not aligned properly.
Yeah, well, either way, over to you.
Okay, over to me, and I am going to activate my ATRT, I think, is going to get an activation here.
Yeah.
And I'm going to stomp it. You know what I think? Gosh, I don't know if I should be going after some of these troopers. This ATST is going to just hang around here and be a problem until I do something about it. So I think I'm going to move this forward. Now, you can pre-measure with the range ruler anytime you want. The only time you can use the movement tools is when you're actually activating that unit. So I just want to see how close I have to get.
Oh, I see.
As I don't necessarily want to go too far forward. I think I'll just move to about here. And let me just double check, make sure I'm still within range. Yes,
Yeah, looks like it.
I'm within range. So now I can fire. So let's go back to the table here and we'll see what happens. This is a bit of a long shot. You do have armor on that ATST, but I am rolling 5 black dice. I'm going to have to re-roll 2 of these. And we know the hits won't matter because of the armor, so I'll just re-roll these ones.
Oh, there's a crit.
There's a crit. So there's a chance I'm doing some damage here.
And I figure it's important to note, too, that you might see the impact 1 on this card, but that's on a grappling claw. That's not his actual main attack.
Correct.
And I'll be rolling a white die for my defense, and my surges will convert.
Okay. Good luck, Pep.
I just can't hit that dice tray.
No, but my ATRT was able to hit the ATST.
For 1 more wound. And it's important to note that this ATST, if it reaches 8 wounds, is actually going to become damaged in some way.
If I can pull it off. All right, Darth Pep, what are you going to do next?
Well, it's going to be random.
Of course.
That is a trooper.
Trooper. You got 2 trooper units that haven't activated.
I do. I got the guys over by Darth here, but I think I'm going to stick with theme, and I'm going to go on with these guys over here, shooting at that airspeeder as it goes by.
Oh, the airspeeder again.
Yeah, and unfortunately, he's just barely out of my range, so I'm going to do something a little sneaky.
Sneaky. What deviousness do you have planned?
Well, for my first action, I'm going to move, and I'm not even going to use the movement tool, because it is so very slight. I'm just going to move him.
That's all you needed to get within range, wasn't it?
Yeah, I just needed it slightly. And all that's important is that my leader is within range, and then everyone else just has to have line of sight.
Correct.
So now I'm going to use the cohesion tool, and I'm just going to make sure everyone's...
Oh, you're pushing them farther back.
pushing them further back. All they have to do is see.
How heroic.
They just got to see it.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're going to be as far back as they can.
They're not so keen about ticking off that airspeeder.
No. Like, they're firing at it, but they know what's happening when they do.
Well, let's see if these stormtroopers have any better aim than the last ones did against the airspeeder.
Well, just like them, I'll be rolling 4 white dice.
And you're going to need some crits here because I have armor on the airspeeder.
And a surge just converts it to a hit, which won't work. So let's see if my last one does it. It did!
And these guys were even farther away and they managed to hit it.
And it is important to note here that the airspeeder has cover 1.
Yeah, that's a keyword ability that upgrades its cover. So it currently has no cover, so it would upgrade it to light cover. That would cancel 1 hit. But it doesn't do anything to crits. There's a chance, though, I can block that crit with my defense die. I need a shield or a surge. And I didn't get it.
Yes! Go for the exhaust port!
Well, I'm going to draw randomly from my stack, except it won't be random because I know there's only troopers there. And I want to activate this trooper group here. and try to take out one of those speeders.
Trooper group, that sounds like a cool band.
Well, maybe if they survive this thing, they can fulfill their dream of starting a band, but first they gotta remove this suppression. So I have to roll 2 white dice, 1 for each token, and hope to see shields or surges.
Now, you did remove 1 suppression.
I did get rid of one of them. But unfortunately for these rebel troopers, they're not very courageous. They have a courage level of 1, and that means with even 1 suppression token, they feel quite suppressed. So that means I'm going to be losing one of my actions. I was hoping to use that to give them an aim token. Instead, they're just going to fire directly at those speeders over here. It's probably worth mentioning too here, because of the camera angle, you might not be able to tell, but the leader here has clear sight to both of the speeders, so they don't gain cover. And although we are crossing this barrier here, barricades don't provide cover to vehicles. So each of my models will roll 1 black die, so that should be 5 dice total. Whoa, a couple of crits there.
Already, geez.
And I'll just re-roll these 2 dice. Crit and 2 hits.
Okay, well, one of those is going to be removed because my speeders have cover 1 automatically.
Right, they're moving around so quickly. And just to be clear here, Pep actually only removed a regular hit, not the crit. So that means in total, I had 1 regular hit and 2 crits. But they're not wounds yet. Pep, you still get to roll your defense dice.
Right, and those are white, and I will get the benefit of surges. Oh, only 1!
So you blocked one of those, you take 2 damage. Was that enough to destroy a speeder?
It was not. I actually have 3 health.
So close, Rebel Troopers. Well, I gotta say, I'm pretty happy with how those Rebel Troopers performed. Speaking of performances, maybe after this battle's over, I'll let them go form that band. They can go retire to the cantina. All right, what about you, Pep? What's next?
Well, activating another random, because I have to.
Yeah.
And it is a trooper unit
Another
again.
trooper unit!
Yep.
Okay.
And the only trooper unit left I can activate is this one.
All right, what are they gonna do?
Well, looks like the speeder's coming at them, so
Yes.
I think they're going to fire at it while they have a chance.
They really got this out for the speeder. Okay.
Yeah, all of my troopers have fired at the speeder,
Yes.
and one of them hit, so
One did. Maybe these guys will get 2 hits.
maybe. And to make sure that happens,
Yeah.
or to help make sure that happens, I'm going to use 1 action to give them an aim token, and for my other action, it's time to attack.
Okay. Well, we're definitely going to see some re-rolling here, Pep, because you need 4 white dice, and the core set only has 3.
And on top of that, I have an aim token I can spend, which will let me reroll 2. Plus, I have a precise ability that whenever I spend my aim token, I can reroll an extra. So, yeah, prepare for a lot of rolling.
Okay. Good luck. Well, you got a couple of surges there, Pep.
Yeah, and those do convert to hits, but unfortunately, hits don't matter. I need to get crits against you.
That's right, because I have armor on the air speeder.
Yeah, so let's try this last shot. Doesn't hit.
No, it didn't. But you do have that aim token.
Yeah, so I will spend that, and that will let me reroll up to 3 dice. So,
1 more chance.
yeah, come on.
Here we
I know
go.
you guys can do it. I believe in you.
Oh my goodness, did they ever do it? 2 crits!
2 crits.
Oh boy, I really need the shields to work on this air speeder. I do not want to take 2 more damage.
I don't know. I've already weakened them before, so I think the shields are going to fail on you here.
I can't have him get shot out of the sky by stormtroopers.
Oh.
Okay, I'm blocking 1 of the damage at least. But that's 1 more.
Well, that ends their activation. Back over to you.
Not a lot of mystery here. I'm just going to be activating another trooper unit, and we know in this stack I only have trooper tokens. What I want to do, I think, is get near this objective so I can stop Pep from getting the point. Because you already have a trooper unit in range, right?
I do.
This means I'm going to have to hop over the barricade. Unfortunately, that's going to slow me down. This is considered difficult terrain. So while they'd normally use this tool, instead the leader will have to use the movement tool 1. And I'll get myself right there. And then for its second movement, it can use the regular tool again. And you can see I have a lot of room here to move. So I'm just going to put him to what I think is, let's check, the range. 1 away. Yep, he can go about that far. Let's tuck him right in against that rock, because the mountain might be the only defense he has. There's a lot of enemies in the nearby area. So I'll tuck these guys here as well, hopefully out of sight of other enemies. And that will end my activation. Okay, Pep, back over to you.
All right, random activation, and it is my speeder bikes.
Oh, your recently damaged speeder bikes.
The recently damaged speeder bikes. So
Limping along there.
yeah, as much as I'd love to get some revenge against those troopers, I think what I have to do is go after your speeder.
Okay, the speeder again.
Yeah, I'm gonna play a little game of chicken.
You're
So
really
I got to
upset
do
with that
my
speeder.
compulsory move here first,
Yes.
which will luckily can give me a bit of a turn. So I'm gonna go over there, and I'm just gonna
They're really swooping around.
really swooping
They
around.
had one place they were going and said, no, we're going whoop around this way.
And I'm gonna come in right past Vader here. I'm gonna do my full movement, and
Yes.
to go in cohesion, this guy will
Ooh,
go right beside.
hop
Yeah,
over to the other side of the barricade there.
yeah, isn't that cool?
That's pretty neat.
And obviously now I'm just going to attack, so I'm
The
just
less
barely
cool
in
parts.
range. Yeah.
Okay, you're going to be firing both of those weapons At the airspeeder.
I am.
Let's go see what happens. Pep, unlike your stormtroopers, these guys have impact 1, right?
They do, and because there's 2 of them, it will stack together and make it an impact 2.
Right, allowing you to convert 2 hits to crits, which you need against my armor.
I will, and I'm rolling 6 dice total, 2 of each color.
Okay, well that's going to give you a lot of chances.
It will. Let's see what I do here.
Now before you convert anything, I have cover 1. Again, that's this keyword on my speeder. So I'll remove one of these hits.
And then I will convert 2 of these hits into crits. Oh, I nudged this guy a little too, but...
That's fine. 2 crits. That's what I'm rolling against. So I need again to see shields or surges here. Again, I see 1 shield, but another hit gets through.
Always blocking half my damage.
I know. I wish I could block all of the damage, but I guess half is all I'm capable of. Better half than none, I suppose. So it's going to bring me to a total of 3 wounds on the airspeeder.
And how many can it take?
It can take a total of 7, but once it reaches 5 wounds, it malfunctions in some way.
Halfway there.
Well, hopefully it won't happen at all. Okay, well now I have to activate another one of my units, and I have the remaining figure from this Rebel Trooper unit, Han Solo as we dubbed him, and I have Luke Skywalker here, and Luke Skywalker is what I'm going to activate. I'm going to get him to move, I think twice, so I can get him to base contact with this AT-ST.
Oh, you got plenty of room there then.
Yeah, I don't even really have to measure this. There's plenty of room to get there. And you might be thinking, well, you've moved twice now. That's the end of your activation. What was the point of that? Well, Luke has an ability called Charge, and it says that after making a move action, you may perform a free melee attack action.
Oh.
And that's what I'm going to do. Take that lightsaber and just, I guess, swing at the legs?
Yeah, it's like, this guy's got armor. How are you going to get through that?
Well, that's a good point. So the lightsaber has impact 2. So that's going to help me get through that armor there.
Okay.
But I have to roll the dice and make those work for me first. I'll do my best. Although I have the impact ability, I'd really like to see some crits anyway. Although it looks like I didn't roll any crits here, I did roll a surge. And Luke converts surges into crits. So I have 1 crit here.
You monster.
My impact 2 means that these 2 also convert to crits. And the lightsaber actually rolls 6 black dice. So I'm not even done yet. So there's 3 crits so far. All that matters now is any crits I might get. Wow, talk about lucky Luke here. This is another crit. So that means a total of 5 crits against the AT-ST. Pep, it's not looking good.
Nope, because all those crits are going to get past my armor.
But you still get to roll 5 defense dice.
That's true. Here are 3 of them. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, yes! That surge converts to a defense, too.
All right, so you've got 2 of these blocks so far. You still get to roll 2 more dice. Will he get any more shields?
Come on. Nope.
No more shields. Well, you had 2 shields, but there is some bad news for the AT-ST. The lightsaber also has Pierce 2, which ignores 2 shields rolled. So all those hits got through.
Wow.
That's big damage. Remind me, Pep, how much damage can this take?
11.
Well, that's 10 damage. Not enough to take it out.
Well, it is enough to cause a malfunction of some kind, so I'm going to have to roll this red die and see what the result is.
It's blank. What does that mean?
This will give it a disabled token, which means that it cannot go in reverse, and it has to spend 2 actions if I want to perform a single move. So it looks like he's stuck there.
I think so. He's in a pretty dangerous place there, though. Oh, you know what this means. It's Darth Vader time. What's Vader going to do, Pep? Your last unit. Saving the best for last.
Saving the best for last. Well, he's the best in some ways. Moving is not one of them.
No, it's not. He uses the shortest movement
He
tool.
uses this.
Yeah, he just plods along very deliberately.
So he's going to do a move action.
Yeah.
So I'm going to move him just hugged up against this rock here.
I'm guessing that's going to put him within 1.
Yeah, definitely. And
The objective token. Oh, he's going to keep moving.
Vader's going to keep moving. I'm getting up.
What's going on here?
Nice and close here.
Oh, I think I know what's going on here.
Oh, yes, you do.
But you've used 2 of your movement.
I have.
So you're done.
And I am not.
You're not done. Okay, well tell us the rest of the story then.
Like Luke, I have a special ability.
What's it called?
It's called Relentless, and it does the exact same thing as Charge, except I can make a free attack, not a free melee attack.
Right, mine had to be melee. You are able to just do any kind of attack that you want.
Yes, and I don't actually have any ranged attacks.
So you're done. Good.
Except for my saber throw.
Okay, so you're not done. You got saber throw. You're throwing your saber.
I am.
Is it a boomerang? Does it come back?
Oh, well, it's not a boomerang. I use the force to pull it back to me.
Of course.
Sheesh.
All right.
Ye of little faith.
Well, so you're going to throw your saber at me. Now, I know about this ability because I also have the saber throw card here as well.
Yes.
You only roll half the number of dice you would normally
Half.
get, right?
So instead of rolling 6 red dice, I'm only going to be rolling 3 red dice.
Okay, let's go to the table and resolve this.
Look, maybe this will draw you out.
Oh, wow. 2 hits and a crit. Well, the nice thing is I am behind heavy cover, so I'll get to remove 2 of these, but the crit gets through. There's a chance I can block this crit, though, if I roll a good defense die here. Which I did not.
Just so you know, there actually wasn't a chance, because I have Pierce 3.
Oh, you
so
have Pierce
after you
3,
rolled, I would have been
right.
able to remove up to 3 of your defense.
So I will take a wound, and that will remove one of these models. And look, nothing scarier than a lightsaber flying at your head, so these guys are also going to gain a suppression token. Okay, I only have 1 unit left in my mystery pile. Of course, it's the trooper unit, and it's our Han Solo here.
Just hanging on there for dear life.
He sure is. And for anyone who's just joining us now, I don't know why you skipped to this point in the video, but this is actually, of course, not Han Solo. I'm sure they'll actually release a Han Solo model in the future. But hopefully he can do a little something for me here at the end of this round. I'm going to have to roll, though, first to remove suppression. And I failed to do that. I really wish I had removed the suppression, because then you know what I was going to do, Pep? A double move around the mountain here, just so I could get within range of that objective token so Vader would not be able to claim the point.
But wow, would he ever claim your life?
Yes, he would have melted his face right after that, I'm sure. But instead, I'm going to have to stay here, and I guess try and attack this ATST. Why not? I get to roll 1 black die, and I guess I need to see a crit here. Well, I don't see that. I see absolutely nothing.
Perfect, that's what I like to see.
And that ends the activation.
And the round.
So that brings us to the end phase. It's time to do a little cleanup. We have to remove 1 suppression from every unit that has suppression.
I don't have any,
Now, nice for you. I had to remove a couple there.
I do have a dodge token I gotta get rid of,
Okay,
though.
we take back our activation tokens.
Yes, of course.
And, oh, it's also time to give out some victory points here, Pep.
Ooh.
Not to me. I don't get any victory points. But you're getting 1 of them.
I am, because Darth Vader is within 1 range
That's right.
of that objective.
And we do have some victory point tokens here. They're double-sided, Rebel on one side, Imperial on the other. Give you an Imperial side point.
And these other 2 objectives didn't get points because both of us have our
trooper
unit leaders.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I think this is a good time for us to turn things over to the audience, because we're going to have to throw away our command cards that we used.
Right.
Goodbye. We force throw those away. and oh, yes, we have to advance the round counter, don't we?
Yes.
And that comes to me.
So you'll be first.
I'll be
next
first,
round.
maybe. Depends on what command card is chosen. That's what we're going to turn this over to you. I know this time I kind of took control. Hopefully I did okay. Didn't get us into too much trouble. I'd like you to help me, though. Tell me what command card you think I should use for my turn, and certainly feel free to give some advice around which units should get the orders and maybe what I should do, and I'll do my best to follow those as it makes sense in our gameplay.
Yeah, next round I think is very important, because what goes first makes a big difference.
Oh, it really will here. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so everyone, let me know in the comments below what you think I should do. If you like what someone says, give them a thumbs up. If you don't like it, propose your own suggestion. Maybe someone will vote for that. Either way, until the next episode, thanks for watching. Hey, everyone. I don't know what I just did. Hey, everyone.
Hey everyone, come give me a hug. Pet McDonald, and we're here to continue our playthrough Star Wars Legion.
That's it. That's the game we're
That's the
playing.
game.
Yeah, you put it right there on the shelf.
Yep.
In case you didn't see it. All right.
The little meeples are up here too.
Yes, I like to call him Pep Vader now. Is it Vader or Vader?
Vader.
Vader, not Vader.
Whatever. I mean,
Vader.
there's copywriting we have to worry about, so I'll be Vadar.
Yeah,
You can be Loke.
Loke Skullwalker.
Loke Skullwalker. Skullwalker, I love it.
Crossover with Age of Sigmar. It's the new Games Workshop crossover.
Wait. Full pause here.
Yeah.
Has Skullwalker ever been used in anything? Because that is the
don't think so.
coolest last name I have ever heard.
Oh, I just remembered something.
Oh, okay. You know, something I didn't mention before, to use this general.
Wow.
That wasn't even the purpose.
Never is. It never is. So I'm going to try to move it into a nice position. Now, this thing has weapons on the front and on the back. So
Just how I like it.
I'm hoping to get a little...
I think mine's a little bigger.
Oh, really?
That wasn't that!
That is
That wasn't-
another sexual comment.
It was not!